Welcome to Unit 4 of Real Shanghai Mathematics Practice Book 1.1. You'll be pleased to know this is a very short unit, and so hopefully won't take very much time. I'm conscious that I was trying to aim for 10 to 15 minutes, however the previous videos have been much longer. If that is an issue, please do let me know, and I will concentrate on trying to make them much shorter. As I say, this one is very short. Again, a reminder, you need to purchase the book, and also again a reminder that the lessons should be enjoyable and quite short, and hopefully this one will be a very short one and perhaps also enjoyable for yourselves as well. So moving on to this particular topic, and it's about recognizing shapes, and only has really one section to it, and it seems only 3 pages, so it should be straightforward. The first one is matching the shapes, so just an introduction to shapes and getting them to recognize shapes in terms of identification. So in this case, you can see the line has been drawn for the ball shape to the ball, so the correct term is sphere. But again, this is not the stage for your child to know what the right terms are. I mean, you can mention it to them, but if they don't remember it, it's not a problem. So this is a ball shape, and you need to correct the ball shape there. So that's the football, basketball, or any other shape there. And then you have before that a shape called a cylinder. Again, it's about recognizing the shapes and being able to connect to the shapes, and that they recognize that there are everyday items which are similar kind of shapes. Perhaps not exactly the same shape sometimes, but similar, and just connecting those together. So the first one is a cylinder, the second one is a ball, third one is a cube, connecting that to there, and the last one is a cuboid, and again connecting the shapes to there. And the important thing is that they are recognizing it, not that they remember the names, which will be very difficult to remember just by hearing it for the first time, but over the time they'll get familiar with it and won't be an issue with regard to that. And question number 2 is a combination where they, to be able to count the objects, they'll obviously need to be able to recognize it. So it's about counting the objects there. So the first one is a cuboid, so they go around counting the cuboids, and it doesn't, counting the cube, and it doesn't make a difference how many, the size or the color of them, they're still the same shape, and so just recognizing that as well. So for the example, the cube, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors and different sizes, 5 there, and so on and so forth with the other shapes. And you got the cylinder, again, it might be shorter, thinner, longer cylinders, but they're still cylinders, and the ball shape, which is sphere, and lastly the cuboid. And then moving on to page 64, write the number of the correct shape in the brackets. So these are just getting you familiar with the term faces. So faces here refers to the sides. The first shape, which is 1A shape, so and so has this many faces. B shape, so and so has this many faces, and shape C has so many faces to it. Okay, so this is being worded confusingly. My understanding would be is 1A is referring to the first shape. It should be A at the top rather than 1, and this 2 should be the B, and 3 should be a C. So the first shape, which is a cuboid, how many faces does it have all the way around? So the child needs to be able to count. And again, looking at the picture just on the sheet itself, it's going to be very difficult. Get an object and count it. So find a cuboid and then count the number of faces that has a number of sides. And what will happen here is that you get the object and get them to count in a systematic way. Otherwise, they probably miss it out. So have the finger at the beginning and then count all the way around the sides. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then remind them that there's a top and a bottom to that as well. So there'll be 6 sides. For B, which is cylinder, there'll be a top and bottom. And then because it's circular, that will just count as one face. So there'll be 3 there, and the same with a cube in terms of how to do it, and it'll be similar to a cuboid in terms of its faces. And with that, this lesson ends. Please do subscribe and share the message, and your comments will be much appreciated. Thank you for your time.